was a revolutionary one, but then he went to your country. Now they think he
Come on!
Hey, that is not the way!
Okay, you're kind of trailing off there. I don't know if it's just my other headphone, but... let's get him. Hopefully he isn't sleeping in my house and pull a Mafia 2 and do that shit. Where people will occupy your space.
This place is deserted. Is it always this quiet?
No, but maybe the girls are all occupied.
Don't make this harder than it needs to be!
Ooh. Whoa, okay, what is she doing? This isn't what I expected. Yeah, I kind of got that. It is really... And they are in my house. What the hell? Oh, that's a good person. Okay, it's hard to tell nowadays. What? Oh, one of those costumes. Okay, that was confusing. Treason? I'm not Mexican. Oh, jeez. Okay. Okay, I can't quite see what's going on over there, so let's take a closer look, shall we? Is that a person? Oh, he's right there. Hiding. Ish? Ooh. Okay, let me just go hide here for a minute. Get behind some cover. Minomura is John Marston indeed. Alright, well, sniper didn't quite work. That's okay. Hopefully my one friend that decided to follow me here to take on the goddamn mobster of Mexico. Man, it's really nice of him. Stick around. Where the... Oh, he's over here. Quit running around, being difficult AI.
Hey, you lady. Where's Javier Escuela?
Javier Escuela. He hasn't been seen around here in months. You shut up this place for him, huh? I wouldn't spit on him if he was on fire.
I don't blame you. But Captain DeSanta said he was here.
And you believe him? You must be more stupid than you look. Go shoot up some play sauce.
How ladylike. But with that, we received a shitload of fame. By God. I don't think anything is really affected whether or not you decide to kill, what's his face? God, 3 of them are dead right here. DeSanta. I don't think it matters, but I just like, you know, giving it to the rebels. They deserved it. After all, they did most of the work, right? So, did I murder a person? There's a dead woman here. There's broken body parts. Just like tangled up in a mess of her own limbs. Because there was one who fell off over there. But then maybe she didn't really fall off entirely. But there we go. I think that's the end of the Luisa missions. I can't think of anything else she would want. And for some reason I thought that was a Reyes mission. Because we still need to go talk to him. But that's okay. So let's see what else we need to do. We won't be able to do Daedalus and Son for quite a while still. And there's not a whole lot to do over here. Most of the side quests have been finished, and aside from going around and, you know, playing poker or, you know, Liar's Dice, you're getting some sweet-ass wrestling arm matches. We just need to go reconvene with our good friend Abraham, and that way we can continue on with the plot. But I'm trying to think if we will finish his storyline here soon. Because like I mentioned, we are nearing the end of the Mexico timeline, and it is the darkest of the bunch. Kind of. I guess I'll explain a little bit more on that later, but for now you don't really have to worry that much. It's just once we finish the plot and all of its side quests, there's not going to be a whole lot to do here. Unlike in New Austin, where there's still a shitload of things we can do. Also, I feel like I probably should have taken a different turn in Albuquerque or something. Are you shooting birds? He's gonna be like, hey, you think you'll be a better shot than me, way? Hey, gringo, come over here. Like, nah, I'm good. Let's go up in this path. I don't know where I'm going. Around-ish? These guys are waiting for me. Are you guys going to see Reyes as well? Because I think with Reyes, after we save him, we actually need to go back to the place where we saved him from. And we need to go take that over. But I'm not sure if that comes now or later. Spoilers. Spoiler alert. That's probably because I can't think of any other missions that we need to do. And I feel like we've been in Mexico far long enough, so... Anyway, we will return here where I just murdered something. I heard the crunch, like, really clearly. Alright, Reyes. I hope you got something good for me. Because if you don't, I'm going to be really disappointed. So... here we go. Yeah, El Presidio. Awesome.
¡Ay! ¡Tú eres la mejor puta que he chingado!
México!
¡Qué rico! ¡Ay! John, excuse me. Oye, mamita, cuando te vea la próxima vez que sea un poco más durito, ¿ah? And I mean rougher, ¿ah?
What would your most loyal follower, Luisa, say about that?
Who?
Luisa, the girl from Campo Murata?
Her, a gentleman never tells, but she was a most wonderful... I just say she was increíble. Yes. Let me tell you something. I strongly recommend her. You take her when you have the chance, my brother.
She thinks she's your wife.
My wife? These peasant girls, they believe every word a fellow says. So naive. It's really quite charming. I love peasants. Don't you love peasants? I love them. They have such purity.
Are you gonna marry her?
Ha! Marry a peasant? My dear boy, don't be absurd. I'm going to be the next president of Mexico. My wife will meet ambassadors, kings, other great men. The very thought that I would marry some peasant girl with a tight gun and the hands of a farmer, well, I really don't think so. My mother, que Dios la cuide, would turn in her grave.
Interesting.
But come on, let's run. I've got an amazing present for you, my brother, huh? Yes? The man you seek. Together, we will bring them to justice. Let's go.
Man, Marston's kind of a dick for walking in like that.
Come on, mi hermano. This is the day we have both been waiting for.
You don't say. Also, again, with the riding of shotguns. Beautiful. Also, what the hell's going on here? Oh, okay. Uh-oh. This doesn't look very, very safe or promising.
Let's ride, my brothers.
Yeah, this doesn't seem suspicious at all. So to El Presidio we go.
My brother, I just received word of your fight with Allende's men at El Sepulcro. Finally, the Santa is dead. But why did you not kill him yourself when my men gave you the chance? I could see they wanted it more than I did. The Santa had given me what I needed. Or I thought he had. A lot of young boys will sleep safer in their beds now. The Santa was only following orders. He was dumb and loyal to his awful master. But that's all he was.
Okay. Interesting way to put it, if you ask me. But are we gonna keep having these long pauses in between conversations?
Where are they, Abraham? They are at El Presidio, John. Can you believe it? The place we first met. The scene of one of my greatest victories over Allende's traitors. You could not write a better story. It's a story I want to finish. It is a story we both want to finish, my brother. If my rebels can take El Presidio, then we can move on Escalera. The revolution is happening, John. Are you sure they're there? Escuela and Williamson? Javier Escuella is there. That much I am sure of. I don't know about Williamson. Escuela will do for now. I am told they paid Allende to hide them. They have been in his protection since you arrived in Mexico. You see, you should have trusted your brother, Abraham, all along. We have them? Then you can start making me feel bad. Immediately after you thank me for everything I've done for you, amigo.
Oh man. Marston's got a point though. He's been kind of just jerked around left and right, and he didn't ask for any of this shit.
I had heard the name Javier Escuella before. He is from this province. They tell me he was once a notorious bounty hunter and also one of the early revolutionaries. That sounds about right. All before my rebellious urges took hold, of course. I think I was still traveling in Europe at the time. I was living in Madrid with the ambassador's wife.
That sounds about right as well. Escuela was always a torn man. A cynic who desperately wanted to be a romantic.
Whereas you, John, are a romantic who wants to be a cynic.
Javier would die fighting for what he believed in. He had a lot of passion, but no love. Although he really admired Dutch, of course. But then we all did.
He was the leader of your little group of fortune hunters, ¿verdad?
When Dutch started falling apart, it hit Javier harder than any of them. He went crazy. It was like the one thing he'd ever believed in turned out to be a fraud.
You talk about him fondly.
It ain't exactly fondness. We was close once. But he never cared for me or anybody else. Not any of his so-called brothers. He left me to die. He had a chance to save me.
And didn't he teach you any Spanish during all this time you were together?
I remember Cabron being used a lot.
Well, now you get to pay that cabron a surprise visit.
I ain't here for revenge. I just need him and Williamson.
Interesting. Oh god. The sun looks really nice right now too. It's just like the perfect lighting. Ah.
Who's that girl back there?
Another loyal supporter of free Mexico. What? You want a name?
You can't even remember the name of the girl you're marrying.
Have you ever known Power, John?
I'm a semi-literate farmer and hired killer. I ain't in the power game.
Then you will never have the knowledge that any woman will bear your child. Yet for her, it will be an honor.
I've known about enough bastards without making too many more of my own.
A man like me cannot be with just one woman. It would be an injustice to the people I have devoted my life to serve.
You have an interesting way of serving the people. Kind of like a national gigolo.
I owe it to the future of Mexico to breed, my brother. If I can get noble blood flowing through the veins of peasants, can you imagine how great this country can be? An army of reyes, of kings.
I wish I'd never asked.
Well, seems like Abraham has his entire life just all figured out, perfect and ready to go. Meanwhile, 20 minutes later, as we're still driving.
Your time in Mexico, John.
It ain't exactly been a vacation. Why are you talking like this is already over?
I don't know. One way or another, this might be the end. What do you think of the Mexican people?
I ain't sure. Some of them been kind, but a lot of them tried to kill me.
Come, my brother. I know what you Americans call us. Greasers, sun-greeners, pepper guts. For a land of immigrants, you don't like foreigners very much.
I don't care who a man is, what he does, or where he's from. If he treats me right, I'll do the same.
It's that simple for you, isn't it? You would make a fine socialist.
What about the Chinese workers here? I hear you ain't exactly made them very welcome.
That is different. They are an inferior race.
You have all the makings of a great leader, Abraham.
I guess, depending on what your definition of a great leader is, Marston, which you, being of the American heritage, probably doesn't. Just kidding.
The revolution is gaining momentum. Do you have any idea how many times I've thought about the day I will march into Escalera and storm Allende's mansion?
I think I have some idea.
Soon it will be me sleeping on those silk sheets and the colonel lying with the cucarachas.
From what I've seen of Allende, you might want to wash those sheets.
You might be right, my friend.
Do you really think a revolution can work? Do you have enough men?
Revolution begins with one person, John.
One person ain't gonna defeat the Mexican army.
The poor are many and together we are strong. They are ready to fight.
If it does work,
It will.
if it does work, and you take down Allende, what then?
I will give the greatest speech of my life.
But after all the fighting and all the speeches are over, what will you do?
I will march on the capital and take on Sanchez himself.
All right, when Mexico's yours, and you have all the power you desire, what will you do with it?
Like any great leader, my brother, I will delegate.
Okay, I hope you're good with delegations, as much as you are getting to a place in a timely manner. Ah.
I have to say, I'm not usually in favor of American interference, but it will be sad to see you go.
I ain't going nowhere till I have Bill Williams.
What will you do when this is over?
I want to go home. work my land and grow old with my wife.
That is hard for me to imagine.
It's hard for me too, but I've pulled this trigger too many times now. I'm getting tired.
Well, get ready to pull it a few more times. El Presidio will be heavily guarded.
Oh, I think I got a few more left in me.
Maybe one day you can return to Mexico like Lando Enriquez. A famous outlaw come to die in the sunshine. I can always use a cynical American renegade on my staff.
I'll bear that in mind.
I wouldn't be too opposed to that, being immortalized like the famous Landon Ricketts, badass extraordinaire, rivaled only by Sam Elliott.
Let us just enjoy the silence, John. It is so rare that we have it.